I am sweaty. Like, I should not be so sweaty after that, but it was the nerves, man. I've never done that before. Thanks for being with me. I appreciate it, for real. Welcome to the basement. Feels weird to welcome you to my basement, but that's where the headquarters of the 1010 Club resides. My little room where we talk watches, affordable watches, and I bring you along on my affordable watch collecting journey. And I have to come clean today. I was a little less than honest a few videos ago when I was talking about my SNZH57. I call it Seiko's best watch under $200, but there was a big problem with mine specifically that I did not mention. A very, very foggy crystal. Terribly foggy. This happens when you go out in the hot, hot sun and then come in to the cool, cool air conditioning. And there is a video from Mark from Long Island Watch where he shows that some condensation is natural. When you do that extreme heat change to extreme cool, it can condensate a little bit. But he also went on to say, if you see some beads of moisture or if it just doesn't go away, you might have a problem. And I had a problem. I tried almost everything. I put it in a bag of rice like you do with a cell phone. I put that all sealed together for over 24 hours, and when I took it out, nothing actually happened. It was a bad one. So what else do? I tried praying. That also was ineffective, so I'm trying a crystal swap. I'm doing this for two reasons. Number one, there's a scratch on the Hardlex crystal, so I thought, what a wonderful opportunity to get a Sapphire crystal on there instead. But also, while I'm swapping out the crystal, I'm hopefully going to dehydrate the movement a little bit. I had those silica gel packs, like little desiccant packets you get in like vitamins or shoe boxes. So, excuse me, I'm getting emotional. So my plan is, while I take apart the watch, I'm going to let that movement sit inside a sealed container with the silica gel packets for about 24 hours to hopefully draw out any extra moisture that's in there. Tensions are as high as this V-neck is low. But let's forge on, shall we, and see what happens. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not trying to teach you how to do this part. If anything, I'm just trying to show you that anyone can do it, although I am very, very nervous to do it. That way, more of us can have the watches of our dreams without having to pay someone else to do it. You can see it spinning. Whoop, it came off right in my hand. Okay, so there's the display case back. It has the gasket around it too. I won't lose that. So cover that up. No dust. I did learn that. Put it to the side. Okay, here is what I've been most nervous about. Removing a movement. This little piece right where my screwdriver is pointing. Here, it's easier to see when you pull it or push it back in. Okay, so I did it. Holy cow. I'm so excited I actually did it. Oh my God. So it is easy, or once you find the little dot, here, let's not lose that. It does come right out. So if it's not coming right out, you're not doing it right. That is correct advice. Why was that so exciting? Okay, so the next part of my plan is to get this movement out. And I'm just going to use and here's another thing. It really is just a little bit of gentle prying to get it out, and I just saw it pop out, and I think you just saw it pop out. So here is where the rest of the plan comes in. Just here. Wow, it looks so small just like that. I'm also going to put my little silica gel packs around it. Now, I do want to dehydrate this as much as possible. Now it's in its container. Move that to the side. I am sweaty. Like, I should not be so sweaty after that, but it was the nerves, man. I've never done that before. Thanks for being with me. I appreciate it, for real. Okay, so that's done. Now the second part is getting the crystal out. So hold on. So there is the reason why we're replacing this crystal. See that scratch? Yeah, you can definitely see it right there. Right across, that's where we have a sapphire crystal from Crystal Times. The exact same dimensions, they say, including the exact same boxing of the dome, but just sapphire. This should drop out, I hope. Let's give it a squeeze, see what happens. Well, we heard something, but I'm not sure anything happened, except for me just giving a huge smudge on that crystal like a moron. All right, let's figure this out. I'm going to push harder because the click we heard was actually just the machine. So I'm going to squeeze one more time, see what happens. I think we did it. I think we did it. Look at that. Boing, boing, boing. So the crystal has been removed. Here it is. You can see the magnification, that's cool. So there's the scratched box dome. Damn, I've never taken a watch apart before. This is, fun is not the word I'll use. Stressful as hell. But I did it. And to be honest, actually doing it on camera probably took a little bit of the stress out of it because I was looking at it through the camera more. It took the reality away, so I didn't get to actually contemplate what I could screw up or what I could break if I messed up. But this is all going to plan so far. So, part one, done. All right. The time has come. Also, I don't know why they made us practice with bananas in health class. They could have just grabbed these finger cots and used our fingers. So on the left is the Hardlex, and on the right is the Sapphire. Okay. Looks about even. I'm sweating again. Put that on. Now we're going to give a little squeeze and then rotate. Little squeeze, rotate, little squeeze, rotate, little squeeze, rotate. I'm going to give a bigger squeeze. Okay, I squeezed pretty hard. That looks uneven to me. What about you? That side looks like it's down. That side looks like it's up. All right, I'm gonna stand up. Try and get a little more weight to put on it. Okay, I am truly sweating now. But I think we did it. That looks even. Whew. Okay, we made it this far. Uh-oh, there's dust. Gonna put this thing back together and we'll take a look at it when it's all complete. Oh, to be young and naive, how I wish it was that easy. But no, I had to double check, and I'll play the replay right now, but you can see that crystal wasn't exactly flush. It wasn't even on both sides, so I took it upon myself to try again and again and again. a week it took me. I had to take full days of breaks because I was so frustrated. I couldn't get the crystal in just right. I went through so many finger cots. It looked like the scene from 40-Year-Old Virgin when he was trying to use a condom for the first time. For real, this is half the amount of finger cots I went through just trying to put it on again and test it and on again and test it. But you might have noticed when I lifted my hand, it is done, and I am really, really happy with it. The Sapphire crystal makes this watch look just so much better. Of course, the scratch is gone, but also just the quality of glass. The crystal just looks amazing. I'll pull in some shots now, but I was just out on the porch last night with my wife, enjoying a little cocktail, had the watch on the wrist, and it just looked amazing. In fact, I have to thank her so much for putting up with me, keeping on getting distracted by just staring at the watch. Of course, I had to film the watch, and it is finally all worth it. I will say, just go into it with a clear head if you're going to try crystal replace like I did. If it's your first time, just get ready for it to take more time than you think it will, and get a lot and then some more finger cots, because if it's anything like my experience, you are not going to get it right on the first time. But I am so happy with this thing. Just the dome, seeing it back on the watch is fantastic, and not seeing a scratch is fantastic. And so far, because it took me so long to actually get the crystal on the right way, my watch movement sat in that case with the desiccant packets for days, like days longer than I ever would have thought it would. So hopefully that means it is fully dehydrated, because I haven't yet seen any fog on the crystal, and I have taken it out on multiple days, put it in the hot sun, then brought it into the air conditioning. So fingers crossed. New videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. Would love it if you could subscribe and also like this video. I've heard it helps the channel. I haven't seen it yet, but why don't you try? It couldn't help. Thanks. It couldn't help. It couldn't hurt. Forgive me. I'm a new one. I'll see you next video. Thanks so much.